We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready, break. 27, check, right, 27. 3 buck.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Hey, box drop.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Safety's creeping. Hustle.
2nd and 3. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. 2nd and 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Touchdown, 49ers! Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Logan. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Logan. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Seals-Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Andre Branch coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Garrett Selleck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
3 buds.
Back to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Dawson tacks on the point after. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Left side, caught by Matthews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now back to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go again.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
22 yards on the pickup there. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coleman now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.